Well, a belabored bounce back for one Charlotte neighborhood. Nearly 3 years ago, heavy rain led to record flooding, swallowing up an entire community along Riverside Drive in northwest Charlotte. Charlotte firefighters, in fact, had to rescue 36 people from their homes. And WCNC Charlotte's Brandon Goldner returns to the community where years later, families are still struggling to clean up, and some blame a property owner just upstream for that flooding.
Paulette Williams loves her house, but looking back,
I wish the house just burnt down and just let me start from scratch. It would have been so much easier.
Instead, for her and her neighbors on Riverside Drive, these last 33 months have been similar to the Catawba River they live beside. Long, meandering, unpredictable. It only took a few early morning hours on June 10th, 2019 for these back streets to make the front pages of every news website.
It's flooded like 4 times, but never anything like this. This is the worst.
Stand up. Charlotte firefighters rescued 36 people trapped in their homes. Living beside a river, flooding is a given, especially since rain had been pounding the region for 3 days. But everyone here says this was different.
Us up here on this high point never thought it would flood. We were never prepared.
She and other families believe their towering neighbor upstream also wasn't prepared. Duke Energy and its dams holding back Mountain Island Lake and Lake Norman. Duke Energy operates these and other dams along the Catawba River basin to generate electricity. Several Riverside Drive homeowners are now suing Duke Energy in federal court, accusing the company of negligence that led to water submerging their homes. The lawsuit, filed in April 2020, says local meteorologists began forecasting an extreme rain event roughly a week before the system came through. The lawsuit says, quote, rather than slowly releasing water through its dams in anticipation of the predicted deluge, Duke chose instead to open its floodgates and release more water at one time than has ever been released. Duke Energy is fighting this lawsuit, writing in a statement that the company acted appropriately and complied with its federal license, which is what the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission also concluded. Neither the homeowners' attorneys nor Duke Energy agreed to be interviewed. Williams chose not to join the lawsuit, figuring it would take years before there would be any resolution. But she's lost all trust in Duke Energy.
They just didn't plan for it. Somebody was asleep at the wheel.
Meanwhile, her family faced many sleepless nights because their house was waterlogged but still standing.
Reconstruct, tear out sheetrock, clean, and then the raise, that was a whole nother thing.
She found being prepared for a historic flood comes with everyday pains.
But this is like what I hate too, is like, gosh, now I have to go up a huge flight of stairs every day, 50-pound bags of dog food. It's not fun having a house 10 feet in the air.
Some of her neighbors are at different stages of the raising process, while Charlotte stormwater bought and tore down several other homes, leaving sections of the neighborhood abandoned. Like many regions experiencing extreme climate change, each family here made a choice. Some abandoned. Williams adapted.
It took 2 years to get to this point, so we're not completely done yet, but for the most part, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, finally.
Others chose to try to hold Duke Energy accountable, and their tunnel could ultimately be the longest. The discovery phase in this lawsuit is scheduled to last through the middle of next year. In Northwest Charlotte, Brandon Goldner, WCNC Charlotte.